it's better to get back in the time to know about the history of milk. Whenever we study about milk, we often get different kind of question into our head. When did humans started the cultural practice of drinking the milk of other animal? Or why did humans started drinking the milk of other animal? Let's decipher the hidden answers behind these questions. Well, according to the archaeological data, sheep and goats have been domesticated in the grassland and open forests of modern-day Iran and Iraq between 8000 and 9000 BCE, whereas larger or more aggressive cattle were domesticated 1,000 years after sheep and goats had been domesticated. These animals would have initially been raised for their flesh and hides, but the discovery of milking was a substantial advancement back then. For several years, people discovered the dairy animal could yield an annual nutritional value equal to or greater than that of animal raised for meat. They also found that the most effective way to get food for uncultivated terrain is by dairying. Clay sieves from the earliest northern European farming town, dating approximately 5000 BCE, are the earliest concrete evidence of dairying. In the Sahara, rock paintings depicting milking scenarios were created a millennium later. Egyptian tombs dating back to 2300 BCE has also contained what looks to be a cheese remnant. Well, milk was discovered, but how did the dairy product got its origin? Early shepherds might have learned about the main changes happening in the milk while keeping them in containers for an elongated period of time. The findings were basically fat-enriched cream naturally forms on the top of milk when laid to stand. Agitation turns the cream into butter. Naturally acid, the leftover milk curdles into thick yogurt. Salting the fresh curd makes straightforward cheese. As dairy farmers gained experience and increased the amount of milk they collected, they discovered new methods for concentrating and preserving the milk's nutrients and created unique dairy products for the various climatic zones. Let's see the history of dairy products from the world. Cheese from parts of France and Switzerland were praised by Mediterranean world of Greece and Rome. In India's semi-tropical regions, the majority of milk from zebu cow was left to ferment into yogurt overnight, and then it was churned to produce buttermilk and butter, and also into a delicacy what we call as ghee. There was no dairying in the North American land. Columbus brought sheep, goats, and first Spanish longhorn cattle. These cattle later became common in Texas and Mexico by the time 1493. How did modernization on milk happen? The technological and scientific advancement, industrialization changed dairying in Europe and America starting from 1830. The cities saw a source in demand for fresh rural milk due to railroads' ability to transport it. New regulations governing milk quality further increased demand of milk. Since the late 1800s, an advancement in chemistry and biology have contributed to the improvement of dairy products' hygienic, consistency, and uniform qualities. With the advent of equipment for milking, creaming, separation, and churning, dairy progressively moved out from hands of milkmaids and farms to the factories for mass production of cream, butter, and cheese.